created.
Okay.
And we identified like we can create a sub-block of certain responsible units.
Okay.
And we can define some statements to be executed under that sub-block.
That's right.
And you can invoke that sub-block from a main method.
Okay.
And responsible, whatever the response given to that block would be, handle the instructions.
Okay.
Right? But we identified you can pass some arguments also to that block. Like if you remember. So we identified we can pass some arguments to the block.
That's right.
So that point again we should see sub-procedure example. And the last example, once if you recall, so you can see that.
Okay.
Right?
By ref, yep.
Same manner, we have a procedure. It's like a function. See, there are three ways the people are calling from language to language. Some variations are there.
Okay.
So like procedure, function, subroutine.
Okay.
You know what is routine? Okay. So subroutine.
Okay.
Like module.
Okay.
Or like these are all actually the same.
The same thing.
Not only in VB, it's common things in our our programming languages or in some applications generally we define such a way. Okay. So the procedure, function, subroutine, module. So like method, one more thing. Okay. In Java generally it is called as a method.
Okay.
In C# it is called as a procedure.
Okay.
Here we don't have separate things. Procedure in C#.
Okay.
Only one name. Only one name.
Okay.
But here methods in Java. So the terminology, like generally the programmers call such a way. But both are same actually in reality. Because see Java or .NET like your C# or VB never gives something different from other things, right? Because whatever the methodology is supporting, the same thing can be supported by the language based on the design and development of the language, right?
Okay.
So here the procedure or a method, the terminology related to a block definitions in C# and Java. But if you go for this, here we have sub is there and we have module there, we have function. These three are same actually. Okay.
Okay.
But functionality wise some differences are there. You know what is module. You can design into a modular block.
That's right.
And you can define one sub function and you can invoke the function by calling. And that is actually sub means indirectly it is like a routine, subroutine. Okay. Function is one. One more thing we are going to have the discussion now on function. Okay. So functions can return values. So this is actually, if you consider this program, like you have a swap function and whatever the responsibility you have given, that is doing that job.
Okay.
But it is not giving a value back to the main method which is calling. So main here you can call it as a calling function.
Function. Okay.
This function swap can be called as a called function. Called by main. So the call function has done its job in this process, but it is not sending value back as a confirmation or as a message sending back to the main.
Okay.
Right?
That's right.
Simple. You assigned a job to me, I have done. That's all.
Okay.
But I didn't give any message back to you that Mike, I have done my job. Okay. But in case of function, it would do that job. Like it gives the response back. That is called as the function can return values.
Return values. Okay. The function return values. Okay.
Yes. So that point we should understand and we should implement a small logic on this. Then we shall move forward. Okay. Now, function return values whereas sub do not return a value.
Okay.
Fine. So definition of function, same like how you declared, same manner. That function statement used to declare the name, parameter and the body of the function. Three things. Name, parameter and body. So like here also we have name. Fine. This is the name.
Okay.
This is the parameter.
Okay.
This is the body started from here. Fine. This is the complete body of the function.
Okay.
Same manner, like even in functions also we'll define the same way.
Okay.
Right? So three things are common. So declaration, the name of the function, parameter of the function, and body of the function. So when you are going to define that, here is a small example. Okay. Before going to work with this example, again I will write a small example, then we shall see it. I'm adding one more module.
Okay.
I'll change the name as module 1. Again,
Okay.
same as now. Here we shall define a small function, same like how generally we created a sub. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm first making as a sub main. Fine.
Okay.
And I want to define a function also.
Okay.
See that? Function declares the name, parameters, and code. That is nothing but the body.
That's right.
Function procedure. See, it's a common name. Procedure, function, whatever. Okay. So I'm creating it as a like some general name. Function name. Any name you can give function. Disp. Okay.
Okay.
I have just given it as disp and function. Function, start function and function.
Okay.
Okay. Like in the main, does not return a value all code path. Okay. Function, general function we define, and you need to mention it like what type of function it is.
Okay.
So as like I want to mention it as long type.
So function is long.
Function name, that should be the end of the statement. As see that, and the data type I want to mention that as long.
Okay.
Okay. So it is a meaning that the function would return a long data type value.
Okay.
Okay. It takes a long data type value is the meaning.
Okay.
Okay. Now I want to make this function to perform certain operations by taking certain arguments. So I want to mention that by value, it's supposed to take integer data type value. I want to mention that.
Okay.
So the variable I mentioned as int1 as integer.
Okay.
Okay. So you consider that int1 as my variable.
Variable. Okay.
Okay. So one variable, and I want to declare one more variable as the int2. So like AB, generally how do you generally create? By val int2 as integer.
As integer. Okay.
So two functions. So sorry, two arguments the function takes.
Okay.
So takes, but you need to supply it. Okay.
So so you need to ensure the in function.
Yes. From main only we can call that. Okay. I'm declaring a variable dim. Like I want to declare a variable integer data type value as integer.
Okay.
So I have a variable where I have a variable in main method.
Okay.
So I'm initializing a value as 2.
Okay.
So I have a variable. Now I want to directly write a statement system dot console dot write line.
Okay.
So I want to pass some values at the time of calling. Okay. Because it has to return a value back to me.
Okay.
When it is going to return a value, I'm just making, I want to pass a value as 0 is the first argument, and 10, 1 is the second argument, 2 is the third argument. So 0 plus 1, I want to make it as equal to. Okay. So this is actually I'm passing 3 parameters, but I mentioned that 0 plus 1 equal to 2. The result also I want to display.
Okay.
So I put a comma. Then I'm passing the 10 only, like 2 only with a value. Int value, my variable, and again I'm passing int value, second variable. Or else you can very easily understand this. So I'm declaring one more variable. I'm making as int value 1.
Okay.
Int value is my variable, value 2 as integer equal to 2. Or else I will make it as 3. Okay. So I have two variables. One is int value 1 and one is int value 2.
Okay.
Okay. So these two variables I'm going to pass int value 1 and int value 2.
Okay.
But directly if you are passing, these values should be taken by your method, function,
Okay.
whatever the function you have written. That
Okay.
function name is display.
Display.
Display function I supposed to pass these two variables again.
Okay.
So int value 1, comma, int value 2. So I'm calling and I'm going to do a task here. See, I'll explain then what the role here.
Okay.
So finally I want to display a result.
Okay.
You can see 2 plus 3 equal to 5 I want to display. That's all. Okay. So the 2, where it is? The 2 is there in int value 1. Okay. So that is the first representation, 0.
Okay.
Then 3 is there int value 2 plus 1 I am representing. So that is the second variable. Okay.
Okay.
Equal to 2 you mentioned. 2 means third variable. That is the return value from this display function calling.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the third value. Again I'll explain. Now here I need to write an arithmetic instruction. Return. See the keyword.
Okay. Return.
So what values int 1, int 2 need to be returned? Int 1 plus int 2.
Okay.
So we are going to return. To where we are going to return? We are going to return to here when the function is calling. So return value with the third value. So order list of the arguments are 0, 1, 2. Point taken.
Point taken, yeah.
So now here just let me clear it. Console dot read key I want to use.
Okay.
I executed.
Okay.
You can see how it has been displayed. 2 plus 3 equal to 5.
2 plus
That is the
3
thing
equal
I'm sharing here. 2 plus 3 equal to 5. Okay.
That's right, yeah.
So now 2 plus 3 equal to 5, how we got the output you can see. Actually I asked you to do a task. I'm giving two values, Mike, take 2 and 3 and give me the result, how much is the total.
Okay.
So you consider that you are a sub-function to me. I'm a main function. So now you have done the job, like you have added the values and you have given back to me.
Okay.
So now I should display 2 plus 3 equal to 5. So this is, it is the output statement. Okay. Whatever you write here, result will be returned. Okay. Program is running. I'll stop it. I'm writing here result.
Okay.
So result, if you write it like this, 0 representing first variable.
Okay.
That is the int value. This 2 will be displayed.
Okay.
So 2. Then the symbol will be displayed.
Okay.
Okay. 1 is representing second argument.
Okay.
Then symbol will be displayed.
Okay.
2 is the third argument. That is the method you passed.
Okay.
Okay. So this display function is the function you defined here.
Okay.
You are calling the function. When you are calling, you pass the values.
Okay.
The passing values will be copied in int 1 and int 2.
Int 2, okay.
Okay. So total function, what value it is going to return? It is going to return the long data type value.
Okay.
So returning values will be of long type, will be displayed here as the third value.
Okay.
Okay. That is the reason when you execute it, it shows resulting 2 plus 3 equal to 5.
Okay. So as far as the data values, if you had used, like integer again instead of long, it's fine, right?
Instead of long, we can use integer also. Like actually, why I have used it as like the long here, Generally, sometimes you may give a value to me, some value, very small value.
Okay.
But you have given a job of multiplication, some extent.
Sure.
So the return value may be bigger than the taken value, right?
That's right.
So that is the reason, like generally, that convention we follow.
Okay.
So the type should be any numeric type. So like here 2, 3, but assume that in case if it is a multiplication, okay, if the returning value is bigger than the size of integer, so then the return value may not be satisfied with the given number. Okay. Suppose here, like I am passing that 65,536. Okay.
Okay.
I'm passing that 65,536. So these two should be multiplied. See what happened. Error.
Oh.
Overflow, because
Okay.
the returning value is bigger than the size of what you copied in the variable.
Okay.
Because the integer cannot hold more than 4 bytes.
Okay. Okay,
Fine.
makes sense. Makes sense, yeah.
Yes. Now, handling exception is different. You can handle the exception, that is different, but we identified it's a overflow.
Okay.
So you are using a long type here. Okay.
Okay.
So now the returning value, even it is not holding long. Okay.
It's too big, too small.
It's too big, too small. So like it's like double I will use. Not holding, because that much size is generating.
Okay.
Point taken.
Point taken, yeah.
So that is like this size returning value is not holding with the given number size of the data type.
Okay.
Okay. So like general variable, there will be no issue.
Okay.
So it can show that result like to you.
Sure.
That is the reason. Like a type is up to your type of operation, whatever you do.
Okay.
Fine, Mike.
That's fine, yeah.
So that is the difference between a sub and like a function.
Okay.
For you, there will be no worry of any interview, right?
Yes, that's right. That's
For
right.
you,
Yeah.
like only subject to knowledge is important.
That's right.
Yes, yes. I thought the same. Otherwise, that is a different way of learning usually, right? Come on, it's like when we have some interviews or something, our preparation will be in different state.
That's true.
So now this one, a ready-made program, we can see. Okay. Now, the function, before that we have some constant variables.
Okay.
Constant sale as decimal, tax rate as decimal.
Okay.
And we have mentioned this. Okay. Now once if you execute it, you can see the result 104. So D stands for decimal here. Okay.
Oh, decimal. Okay. Okay. So
now these two are the two variables we have.
Okay.
Even you can declare it as a normal variable. I am removing constant.
Okay.
I can use dim actually instead of this production level. I want to use like dim.
Okay.
So return is same. Okay.
Okay.
So instead of this, you can use it as dim. Dim is just general variable declaration, but constant means the value never changes. Okay. Further, you cannot change the value if you make it as constant. I declared as constant means in a program in future you can't change the value. Okay.
That's fine.
Group of constants are in numerator.
Okay.
Now,
Get
this
so,
function, pardon?
No, just reading that function. So get total
function.
sale. Okay.
Get total sale is the name of the function.
Okay.
Function return type is decimal type.
Okay.
As decimal. Return sale into 1 plus tax rate. Tax rate is this much.
That one. Okay.
And function role is being completed.
Completed. Okay.
Now you declared a variable.
Okay.
And whatever the variable you declared, that variable is initialized with the function returning value.
That's right.
So this is calling a function, get total sale. Directly you are calling. But when it is returning, it should have a variable to store it.
Okay.
See, you call the function. So when the function is called, it calculates the value, total sale value. That would be returned. When it is returning a value, where is the place to hold? That is total sale. Okay. So you need to have a variable to get a value back from the function, and that we are displaying here. That's all. Point taken, Mike?
Point taken, yeah.
So like you are going to call a function, and when function is returning a value, you are showing a room to store the return value.
Return value, okay.
That room like a location where the value is supposed to be stored. That is the total sale variable.
That's right.
Fine?
That's fine.
So that variable value we are displaying in the next statement.
Okay.
This one.
That one, yeah.
Right line statement, total sale.
Okay.
Fine, Mike?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Fine.
Actually, this one is, I feel like this one is even more straightforward because it didn't have any arguments in it.
It has arguments, no arguments, direct function calling.
Direct function, yeah.
Yes, without arguments, simple way.
Yeah.
Fine, Mike?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay. Similar type of function.
Okay.
I will share this example also, then we'll get more idea. We have a function, get book price.
Okay.
So function role is to get a book price, and get book price equal to 49.99.
Okay.
And we have one more function, get book title. The return type is string.
Okay.
Get book title equal to title.
Okay.
So now once if you see that this function, whenever you are invoking the function, it should show like a get book price and get book title. So I executed it.
Okay.
So it is showing those two.
That's true.
Title is title only, what you passed, value is value only.
Okay.
Fine. So the function is returning a value, that is title value, that is 49.99. So how simply you call this function to perform the job?
That's right.
Main we call the function. Suppose if you don't put into the right line statement here, if you directly call the function without this, now you observe this. So only one thing, because it's not writing the statement.
Okay.
You can call it simply to make the function to do a job, but it is not going to display anything.
Okay.
But here, if you call it directly to right line, at the time when the value has been returned, right line writes the value.
Okay.
So simply the value has been displayed.
Displayed, okay.
Fine, Mike?
That's fine.
Okay.
So could you, instead of having two functions, could you have one function to do both the string and the double?
Yes, we can do.
Okay.
So returning not possible. Return only one value at a time.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
It can't return multiple values.
Okay. So return only one value.
Only one value can be returned.
Okay. Only one value.
It cannot return. This is always in every programming language so far.
Okay.
It can return only one value.
And one value can be returned. Okay, that's good to know.
Yes. Because your point making you to get more idea.
Okay.
Fine. Great. So you have a lot of work to do, right?
I know.
Because of work, family, practice, I can understand.
I'm also going to university.
Again learning there.
Yes, doing this, do that, but it will all get done.
That's the reason many of the things here, I'm trying to, maximum extent, I'm trying to make it simple to you to understand.
That's good.
Without reading again and again.
That's true.
Likewise, I'm planning to, in such a way I'm taking, I hope. So,
Yeah. No,
I
it's
hope it's
necessary.
reaching to the expectations, right?
Yes, it is. It is.
Yes, yes. Like same manner, like in when we go for this one, like like our GUI environment.
Uh-huh.
When we start working with GUI environment,
Okay.
that time also we'll get the same way we can learn more.
Okay. Nice.
Because in GUI, like many of the things, practicals, in a very interesting subject it is.
Okay. That's good. Yeah,
Very
I'm
conveniently.
looking forward to that.
Huh? Ah, yes, yes. So I'm putting in comments. Fine. Okay, Mike. So I'm just closing this because we
Okay.
shall have discussion on very like our actually the important topic it is like
Okay.
classes.
Classes. Okay.
So this one is important for us to
Okay.
implement it. So once if this is completed, then we can move forward for anything.
Okay.
Okay. So Mike, actually we didn't discuss about this type of concept.
Okay.
Even like theoretically, some extent we should have an idea.
Okay.
So did I explain object orientation to you?
Yes, you did.
Okay, okay, fine, then no issues. Because object oriented or object orientation is a methodology actually in the real world we are following.
Okay.
So like our ancestors from the beginning, they had a system of identifying all the real world objects with a collective name.
Okay.
So they are following, we are following. That's all
Okay.
simply. So nothing can be identified with its own properties in the real world. It's a collective name only we can identify. Whether it is a chair, chair is like a collective name of many chairs where features are common.
That's right.
So you may call it as a phone, like you can call it as an employee or a product. All these are common names of many real world objects where properties are common. Okay.
That's right.
So that approach we are following is an in-practice system in the real world.
Okay.
So when you are developing the software should work in the same way how human life is leading. Okay. So that was the actually like a thought in the early 70s.
Okay.
Okay. So the researchers, on those days there were no software companies like Microsoft, Sun Microsystems to do research. Research was there in some electronics labs like your AT&T, Bell Labs like companies. Or else the individuals they spend their life tenure only for R&D like Dennis Ritchie, Charles Babbage, or like our Herman Hollerith, all these people. Like so they followed the what is actually there in the real world, that is like object-oriented nature. So the same way, converting this electronic process of business operations is like electronic data process, EDP. Yes, should be converted exactly into a real world system. So the computer comparing with the human brain or human nature, almost computer is same as memory, CPU like a brain and physical components, everything is same, but except the intelligence. So it has zero intelligence, like apart from the upcoming platform like technologies like AI, so robotics. If you separate those things, the fourth generation model computers, whatever we are using now, those are all purely without the intelligence, right? So like that is the reason still we are depending on programming languages to infuse these instructions. So when you are going to make a system to follow your instructions exactly the way how you are following leading a real life. So that methodology is object-oriented methodology in application designing, operating systems, everything. So now if you establish a network, the network like you may create a server services environment, maybe a physical computer as server, and maybe a logical software as a server version of OS, and you will have many clients where the client can have its own copy of the software, and client can access the resources of the server. This environment is well known to us, right? So a common layout, a common service components are available to all clients.
Okay.
So all clients will maintain one copy of the services of server, right?
That's right.
So such architecture is actually a class and object architecture.
Okay, class. Okay.
Yes. So the same way we are transforming your electronic processes, like your general business processes into electronic processes. That approach is like a class.
Okay.
So there after this, like object-oriented nature, like inheritance, what you can generally is a common phenomena in the real world. Like many things can be inherited from the existing things, right? So such approach we are going to identify as a part of our today's discussion.
Okay.
Okay. So are you clear with what is class?
Yeah,
there
sure.
are more points to discuss.
Yeah, sure. I think it will probably more make sense to once we start doing it too.
Yes, yes. Okay, fine. So now we shall see how to design a class and how to define it.
Okay.
Okay. So in this you can see the structure and everything I'm going to explain, but before that I want to narrate a design here.
Okay.
I'm making it is like a class.
Okay.
I'm designing some objects where common copy of the class can be taken.
Okay.
No. So this is a class, whatever we designed. The class would have some members.
Okay.
So the members also let me design. So like it's a variable can be a member.
Okay.
And two variables I can design.
Okay.
And you can define some functions.
Okay.
Like F1 is a function. Okay.
Okay.
F2 is a function.
Okay.
So I define two functions.
Okay.
Now this is an object, whatever we designed here. This object is an instance of a class.
So it's an instance of a class. Okay.
Yes, instance means it maintains one copy of a class member.
Okay.
Means maintains one copy of class members.
Of class members. Okay.
So what are the class members? It maintains a copy of the variables as variable 1.
Okay.
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 Variable 1 and variable 2, like whatever you designed.
Okay.
Here also it would maintain separate variables, but these functions are the common copies for all these objects. Functions would not be a separate copy. This is function 1 and I want to design one more function. This is function F1, F2.
Okay.
So Mike, your name is Mike, my name is Prasad. Okay?
That's right.
And your height is something, my height is something. Okay.
That's right.
So like these two are like common properties. You have, I have.
That's right.
But values of the common properties are different from each other. Okay.
That's cool.
Because
That's
the name is common property, but name is Mike.
That's
my
right.
name is a common property, but name is Prasad.
That's right.
Height, maybe your height is 6 feet, my height is 5.7. Okay.
That's right.
So now this point is that Mike can smile and laugh, Prasad can smile and laugh.
Okay.
Okay. Functionalities are common. Properties are different. Point taken.
Point taken, yeah.
Yes. So always these objects uses the same functions but maintain separate copies of the data variables.
Okay.
So these all like variable and function, both if you can combine, it is called as a class member.
Class member, okay.
Okay, the terminology I'm writing, it has a class member.
Okay.
Class member can be a variable, so that you can call it as a member variable.
Member variable, okay.
Or member function, this terminology. Like if you are interacting with your software team, with your terminology they will be wondered. My point is that it's a common terminology in industry. Okay. So this methodological approach makes you very comfort in development. Okay.
Okay.
So the member variable and member function. Point it is like member variable is independent, member function is common, copy.
Okay.
Fine, Mike?
That's fine.
Okay. So the same thing programmatically when you are designing. Okay. When you go for a programmatic approach of design.
Okay.
So class should start with a keyword class.
Class.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm writing that class should start with a keyword class, and you can write it the class name as billing class.
Okay.
My class name is billing because it is like purpose of this class is for entire process of data billing, like a customer purchase billing data. Okay.
Okay.
And same manner how you have created, like same way you can close the class.
Okay.
Beginning and ending. In between that you can have anything, like you can have module, you can have a function,
okay.
you can have a sub.
Okay.
Fine. So like I am defining as syntactically I am explaining. Sub can be a member. So and sub. Okay. And function.
Okay.
And function.
Okay.
So these are all can be the members.
Okay.
Okay. These are all the members, and this is the code. Clear? Structure is clear?
Okay,
class name.
Okay. So all those modules and functions that we've been working on will come under the class.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Reason, very simple reason it is. So a classified name is a human being. Okay.
Okay.
Mike is a instance of human being. Prasad is an instance of human being.
That's
all
right.
this world is all human beings are instances of human being class. Okay.
Okay.
Now, remaining all are members of the human being life cycle or not?
They are.
So, like the properties are individual, independent, but
Sure.
people can shout, people can smile, people can laugh. These are all methods, like operations,
Sure.
what you can do, right?
Sure.
These are common among all the human beings.
Okay.
Now, you can go for a customer in banking. Okay. So Mike has an account in a bank that he has like a fixed deposit.
Okay.
But Prasad has an account in a bank that is a saving account.
Okay.
Okay. So like the customer name is common, customer address is common, customer email, phone number. So all these are common.
Okay.
But each customer has its own data.
That's right.
But when you go to ATM, the functionalities of the application, you can withdraw, I can withdraw. You can deposit, I can deposit.
That's right.
Okay. So these are common or not?
They're common.
Yes. So these members are variables are independent, and functions like member functions are common.
Okay.
Fine, Mike?
That's fine, yeah. Makes a lot of sense now, yeah.
Okay, okay. So entire world is with the same thing.
Yes,
see,
right.
like once if that is that if you can analyze, everything is simple. Suppose
right.
you may say that I came by a vehicle.
Yes.
So I may ask that what vehicle you are coming. Like you may say that I came by car. So I may say that I came by bike. Okay. So this vehicle is a collective name of many different type of actually the classes.
That's
Even
right.
car is a class. You may
That's
have
right.
BMW car, that is an instance of the car.
That's right.
1 minute, Mike.
Okay.
Fine, Mike.
Okay.
Now this example I want to share.
Okay.
This is a different way. like because another project already exists with the same name. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Class examples here.
Okay.
So this is like a module. Instead of that, I'm going to copy a program.
Okay.
So module is there, and in between that we are going to create a class.
A class, okay.
Okay, same manner, module is there, I want to create a class. Class A, B, C.
Okay.
And class. Is the class member in the module or not? Simply it's a member.
It is member, huh?
Yes. So the class can have certain variables, like you can declare a variable like generally how you declare variable for something, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just creating a variable for this class that actually I can use this submain, okay? And this I just want to make it very simple program, like I want to. So I'm declaring a variable dim val as integer.
Okay.
So I have a member variable in the class.
Okay.
Okay. I want to define a function also.
Okay.
So I want to define public.
Okay.
The function get data. I want to define it as a function, public function. Get data.
Okay.
The function name it is as I want to define as integer.
Okay.
So function is a member in the class.
Okay.
Fine. So I will write return value.
Okay.
Val. My variable is val. Okay. So when you are going to return a value, but directly when you are returning the variable value here. So 1 minute, it's gone. Okay, error gone. Fine.
Okay.
So what the role of the function? Function is going to return a value. And apart from this, I want to declare one more function.
Okay.
Public void. Sorry. Function. I want to make this function to initialize a value. Okay.
All right.
To initialize the value function, I want to define it as like init, init function.
Okay.
So like the purpose is to like make the function to initialize.
Okay.
So I want to take a value from this by value to be taken as new value as integer.
Okay.
This function is going to initialize the variable. What is that? New value is my variable. Val is my actual class member equal to value.
Okay.
Value. Okay. That's the way I want to initialize it.
Okay.
Now if you see this, the purpose of this function, what we designed. Now two functions we have.
Okay.
It's showing in
Does it look like a return or not?
Okay, we didn't write it like simple. It's not like just let me execute it. No error. Okay. Okay. So what the error it is showing? Function int does not return value or code paths.
Okay. So
a null reference exception could occur if the time and okay, because we are not using this to do any returning operation. Okay.
Okay.
So now here from main, submain.
Okay.
So as you need, you can call this method. But when you are going to call this, I am defining a object of this. Object is like I designed here. You can see.
Okay.
This, let me close. This is an object. Okay.
Okay.
Object 1, I will write obj1. Okay.
Okay.
This is obj2.
Okay.
Likewise, I want to create an object here.
Okay.
So I'm creating dim data1
Okay.
as new allocating memory.
Okay.
For my class name is like what the name I have given to my class.
Yeah, which
So
one?
ABC class, I will make it as data class. Okay.
Okay.
So dim data as new data class. Data class.
Okay.
So data class, when you are going to create it, like I want to make it as a value 5, I want to pass.
Okay.
Or else simply I want to create it as a data class. Simple. Data 1 is been created as an object.
Okay.
Object is data 1.
Okay.
Point taken?
Point taken, yeah.
So data 1 dot C init
Yeah.
and get data.
Okay, so you can use it every, okay.
Init and data 1 dot get data.
Get data. Okay.
Okay. These two we have.
Okay.
These two are representing what the error it is showing. Okay, it is returning 0, like let me execute it once. Argument as specified parameter new value. Okay, okay. We made this function to be copied as a variable, like directly.
Okay.
So that is the reason it's showing an error. Okay. So instead of this, I will make this statement to be copied instead of this statements. Okay, I will put it in comment.
Okay.
Next letter is rectified. So instead of this. Okay. Okay. Same way.
Okay.
Like a simple structure we can see here.
Okay.
I have a class. The class has 3 members.
Okay.
One is a variable length, width, and height.
Okay.
Okay. And in main method, I declared these 2 objects.
Okay.
Box 1, box 2. So this is box you consider.
Okay.
Box class.
Okay.
Okay. Box class.
Box class, okay.
Yes, this is box 1 and this is box 2.
Okay.
So box 1, box 2, you created 2.
Okay.
Okay. 2 objects you have.
Okay.
So dim volume as double. You didn't store any value, as just you stored 0.0.
Okay.
So volume is 0.0. Now
Okay.
box 1 specifications, box 1 dot height, a single copy.
Alright.
Box 1 dot length, a single copy.
Okay.
Box 1 dot breadth, a single copy.
Okay.
And box 2 also has its own copy.
Okay.
Okay. Now volume equal to box 1 dot height into box 1 dot length
Okay.
into box 1 dot breadth. You will get a volume.
Okay.
And you are displaying the value.
Uh-huh.
Same manner, here you are displaying the value. Both the things.
Uh-huh.
Simple.
Uh-huh.
It's very simple program.
That's right.
Okay. Now the same program we shall apply a different logic.
Okay.
Let me copy, comment it. Okay. I'm changing it as employee.
Okay.
Or I will change it as billing.
Okay.
Okay. In billing, I'm just making as this is item.
Okay.
Units.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't need this item. I want to make it as price.
Okay.
Fine. 3 things.
Okay. That's right.
So item, units, price.
Okay.
So billing is the name of my class.
Okay.
So I'm changing
Billing.
that billing. Okay. billing equal to new billing. This is the syntax. Billing object, like one user object has been created. That is like, I'm writing that COUNTR counter 1.
Okay.
I'm going to create a second counter also, billing counters.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to have this statement. I want to place the same statement, but this is billing counter 2.
Okay.
So 2 counters I have.
Okay, so as far as after new billing, you're not going to put any parentheses or not?
Yes, I need to have.
Okay, just want to make sure that.
Yes. Okay. So this is what also I'll explain. It's like a constructor. Okay, we shall have the discussion on that. So I don't need it. I don't want all these things.
Okay.
I will remove all these things. Okay. Simple. I remove all the things. I'll make it more clear of the topic.
Okay.
Now, item counter 1, counter 2.
Okay.
Counter 1 dot item equal to 101.
Okay.
Item.
That's item
Counter
number.
1 dot units equal to 10. Counter 1 dot price equal to 50. Okay. So 3 has been completed. Now counter 2. Okay. So the same thing I'm copying the multiple values. Counter 2, counter 2, and counter 3. Okay, Mike. So this counter 2 item is like 102. This is 5 units. Each unit is 90.
Yeah. So there will be counter 2 or 2, right?
Yes.
All right.
Now what the thing, we need to find the total of counter 1 and counter 2 billing. Okay.
All right.
So I want to have one more variable, dim total as integer.
Okay.
Okay. Total equal to counter 1 dot item
Okay.
into counter 1 dot price.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
So this is, I declared total 1.
Okay.
So I want to make it total 2 also.
Okay.
So I'm writing here total 1. And same statement I'll write for total 2.
Okay.
Total 2, dot item. Total 2 dot price. Fine, Mike?
That's fine.
So here I need to change it to.
Okay.
So here I should display total 1.
Total 1 and total 2.
And here I should display as total 2.
Okay.
Fine?
Yeah.
So what is showing error?
Total.
No error. Fine. Fine, Mike.
Okay.
So I need to change the name, volume of the box. Total bill to be paid I should change.
Okay.
Okay. Bill to be paid
Okay.
at counter 1. Bill at counter 1.
Okay.
1. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm changing that bill at counter 2.
Okay.
That's all. So if you execute it. So how many counters? You can see the common features we have taken. This is counter 1 now. And this is counter 2.
Okay.
Fine.
That's fine.
Or else you consider that this is your client 1. Okay.
Okay.
Client 2.
Okay.
And taken.
Okay.
client 1, client 2.
Okay.
So there you will maintain a server application.
Okay.
Here you will maintain a client application.
Okay.
That's all. So class and object, server and client.
Server and client. Okay.
Now actual software system is clear to you?
Yes. So
Actually, it's,
the question I have is when we're declaring in a class we put public. What does
Yes.
that public really mean, or what does
Yes,
it do?
we made the class here. Actually, I didn't make it as a class public. Okay.
Okay.
So, like in the inheritance, the concept of abstraction and encapsulation comes into discussion.
Okay.
Okay, like the feature I'll explain.
Okay.
Mike, consider that you are using an ATM software for withdrawing money.
Okay.
Okay. You know that there are many features available there in the ATM machine
That's
for
right.
fulfilling the requirements of customers.
Okay.
One is like a mini statement you can take, or like balance inquiry, checkbook request, okay, or else like you can go for withdrawal.
Okay.
So many options are available, but
Okay.
actually I thought of withdrawing money. I have proceeded with the requirements of withdrawing money.
Okay.
But those are all other options were not presented to when I'm choosing the option withdrawal. Okay.
Sure.
Point taken.
Good taken.
So that means what we can analyze from the software system. The software system has discrete functionalities,
Okay.
but some of the functionalities have been provided to me and some have been abstracted from me, not hidden. Okay.
Okay.
Abstraction means there are variety of different functionalities, various different functionalities have been combined as a single unit of work.
Okay.
But those are all not been provided to me to use.
Okay.
Okay. That means you have implemented a concept called abstraction.
Okay.
Abstraction means is a result of encapsulation.
Okay.
Okay. Abstraction is the result of encapsulation. If you don't encapsulate much functionalities,
Okay.
never experience abstraction.
Okay.
Suppose you consider you are a manager. Okay. I am a executive. So my leave document has been sent to you. As a supervisor, as a manager of mine, you should approve my leave document.
That's right.
So the leave document approval feature is available to me because you are a manager.
Sure.
But I don't have the same feature in my application because in my instance, reason I don't have the privilege to approve any leave of any employee. I'm not a manager, okay? So now, once if you consider the entire design system of this, the application has such features of approving leave, approving tour claim, approving some other things, okay? But those are not available to some employees, those are available to some other employees.
Okay.
That means the application has been created with a feature of abstraction and encapsulation.
Okay.
Okay. So much functionalities have been encapsulated, but only relevant features provided to an employee.
Okay.
So what are the features are nowhere related to that particular employee has been hidden.
Okay.
So that concept is called as abstraction.
Abstraction.
Okay. Now one more simple example I'll give, then you can conclude it.
Okay.
Anyhow, we will discuss that, but when point came, then that time discussion will give more idea.
Okay.
Okay. See, Mike, you went to a shop to buy a mobile.
Okay.
So a college goer also came to there. Okay. So Mike is very much interested to listen to music, very much interested to use a mobile for office automation services. So, and he is very much interested to use some advanced features like navigation and other things. Okay. And at the same time, a college goer also came. Is by considering the college goer and Mike like a professional, the shopkeeper considered that Mike needs the mobile or any smart device with an objective of using for office automation and some schedulers, services related to Outlook and other things. Okay.
Okay.
But by considering the college goer, he understood that he may need more entertainment related features in the mobile, more fun related like services in the mobile. Such a way he may think. Okay.
That's right.
So the shopkeeper may explain the features which you requires. Certain things like configuring apps, configuring Outlook, schedulers, office automations, some database related services, something might be explained. Okay. And for the same mobile,
okay.
he explained about the entertainment features, some advantages, Facebook, like Orkut direct login, something. Okay. Now, what shopkeeper implemented is the concept. Okay, is the question. Shopkeeper is been implemented abstraction with both the customers.
Okay. True.
Reason, the mobile has both the features, some entertainment, some advantage related to office automation, both are supporting by the mobile.
Okay.
But he implemented abstraction on customers.
Okay.
That means the information and services are available. But he provided only relevant information to the customers.
To the customers, that's right.
So such feature is common in every software application we are experiencing.
Okay.
Okay. So it is another object-oriented feature apart from classes.
Okay.
So abstraction and encapsulation.
Okay.
Okay. So how do you abstract it? Means how do you restrict something not to be presented? How you can make other things to be presented?
Okay.
So that access specifier is called as public, private, protected, such things.
Okay.
So we haven't discussed
private
that.
And protected. Okay.
Yes. So that we will discuss in the coming sessions only.
Okay. All right.
Fine,
Yeah, that's good information. And you're going to send me these examples so I can practice on them, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Fine, Mike?
Yes, fine.
Okay. So that abstraction encapsulation and the forthcoming topic, that is, we'll discuss and we'll experience more about this.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Mike. So, and then some more things we shall discuss, constructor structure also. So, okay, Mike, I will pause for today.
Okay.
And then again we will have only on coming Saturday, right?
After next week, I'll let you know because I'm finishing up a class, so I might add an extra day. And I have a training that I was doing too. That's winding down, so I'll have more time available. So
which week? Next week.
Next week, yeah.
You will be available more time, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So after Saturday or before Saturday? I'm asking.
After.
So next week after Saturday.
Yeah, after, yeah. So
not this coming week, right?
Yeah, not this coming week, but after Saturday.
After Saturday means after next week, okay.
After next week, yeah.
Okay.
And I will let you know so I can check with your schedule, make sure you're available then.
If we can, both you and me can plan it properly, then we can give the details to organizers.
Okay.
So then they can arrange it.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Mike. So I too will be ready to extend my days of training for you.
Okay.
So then you plan it and you let me know. I too will plan my schedules according to that. Then we both have more classes.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. You have a great weekend.
Okay. I don't have weekend. Tomorrow is Monday.
Oh, that's right.
To you, right. Sunday morning.
That's right. Yes, it is.
Sunday morning to you?
Yes, it is.
Sunday morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Mike, fine. Thank you, Mike.
Have a good night.